That's our job, bringing you a full day supply of vitamin C. And of course, the tow plane is the Cessna 172, towed by Star Az, and the pilot is Mario Lopez. Starting up and taxiing down some of the antique aircraft. And they're going to be going up shortly to do some flyby aircraft. Really beautiful work. A lot of
Foto de torrance e aqui tá um vendo chão.
a couple of
Que show?
up here on a chain.
Yeah.
There's some kind of a
Air
big
show?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Come up here and identify them.
Cool.
If not, I'll see them for the Ferrari. Oh, whoops, you have to identify them. I'm sorry. We do have a set of keys up here denouncing to him, which is amazing.
In various states of condition. We repaired this one, probably one of the better ones that he had. And he had a four-seater that was incredible.
Yeah.
Really nice. But I couldn't afford the money to do something like that. Right, the next one down that he had. Sold it to me with the trailer and everything. He got a really good price on it. I would never know anything.
Aí. Já tá.
Alexandre.
That land there, the ribbon you see taking off, is flown by Jim Gates. And right on takeoff over the right plane there. That is the land there. And it is glass here.
riders. And I saw this rock about this.
We also are out here for a fifty and chew on that a little bit and you'll figure out what I'm talking about. But most people try to land on the runway, Darren. What is he going to do with this van out there, especially a ship? Well, it looks like this is his version of an aircraft carrier. And we're going to see especially on a windy day. I was asked earlier, somebody said, how does the driver know he's on the top of the truck? That's not a problem. He wears a little metal helmet when it goes click, click, click. He knows that the plane is taking you down on top. John was telling me earlier that he wanted to get a job flying for the highway patrol. He thought this would be a great way to hand out tickets. Yeah, he was talking about, he proposed an idea to land on the top of the car, write him a ticket, and be on his way. But the highway patrol rejected that idea, so John is doing what he's doing today, and he does it very well.
Had a number 2 hit with the theme of what Clint Eastwood movie? Someone who has not won yet. Sir, right here in the hat. Good, the bad, and the ugly. Good job, sir. Congratulations. We're doing the contest a little later this afternoon. Stick around. Pretty much like a midnight train to Georgia. Being right there in the Coca-Cola hat, sir. Gladys, 9 to 6. Good job. Congratulations. All right, folks, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the airfare. We'll do this again in a little bit. We are over here.
40 miles an hour. We should have a liftoff here momentarily. Tails up, nose down. And we have a liftoff. Woo! Look at him waving at us in the rudder.
Now I can go home.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I'm impressed. Yeah, he's waving. Look at that. He's always says, oh boy, I did that cool. Now, granted, John made that look easy, but please, kids, don't try this at home. Boy, this landing here should be a piece of cake after landing on top of the van. And there you have it. John landed on the one to the left here, and maybe here is the holding it up there. That's not easy. What a show off. You're just jealous, Aaron, because you can't do that yet. At least not on purpose. I don't think John ever just does a normal landing. There's always got to be something to make it interesting.
He must have pitched before. He needed it. He doesn't have four of those stabilizers, does he? I know. He doesn't have four of those stabilizers. Actually, you can sail it back in there.
Right, give away, so what I'd like right now is a young kid that's under the age of 18 that can come up to me with the official program. But the first person up here with the official program.
You didn't want to stand up straight and you whack your head.
Right here. All right.
With the slash marks where it's
I mean, will that happen if you stand up straight? I just don't know about that.
Bob's thing is in there.
All right, it'll be a few more minutes and we'll have the other four winners.
Yes.
pai, esse avião pode fazer cabeça para baixo?
Pode.
Vai, porque eu estava assim. Vai.
Jim Cheatham in salad time number 1 and Bobby Melvin in salad time number 2. Waiting for their clearance from the tower here at Torrance to begin their air show demonstration. Look for that smoke to come on. And our 2 helicopter pilots will demonstrate for you what happens when an engine quits in a helicopter. Now, contrary to what the forward and downward movement of the helicopter that is keeping the main rotor blade turning. First, a couple of 720-degree turns, and then our 2 pilots will continue descending around each other in a maneuver they refer to as the barber pole corkscrew maneuver. As they descend down, the Robinson R-22s of the salad time team will reach an altitude of about 200 feet over the airport here at Torrance. And our 2 pilots at that time will separate 180 degrees away from each other to begin the first in their series of low-level maneuvers. The descent now complete. Each of the pilots re-engages the main rotor system to the engine and pulls away to your left and right. In salad time number 1, Mr. Jim Cheatham, a veteran helicopter pilot from Salinas, California. From your left and right now, the Robinson R-22s will reach approximately 150 miles per hour, will execute the head-on 360-degree turn. Now keep in mind that all of the maneuvers that you will see our 2 demonstration pilots performing here today are non-aerobatic maneuvers. However, each of the pilots will demonstrate the skill that is indeed necessary to fly a rotary winged aircraft. From the left and right, the 2 pilots will again meet at air show center and pitch sharply around, demonstrating to you the tight turning capability in a 180-degree turn of the Robinson R-22. Which, incidentally, is manufactured in the main assembly facility located right here at the Torrance Airport. The Robinson R-22, the brainchild of Mr. Frank Robinson, one of the most popular light helicopters in the world today, and a helicopter responsible for more than 80% of helicopter training worldwide. The 2 helicopter pilots just passing at Air Show Center demonstrating for you the head-on screw-up maneuver. Now obviously for every screw-up there's got to be a screw-down, and as our pilots descend back down again, pull away at left and right, they will again re-enter the Air Show Center area. Watch carefully now as each of the pilots brings their helicopter to an almost 0 airspeed. Slowing down at Air Show Center, the rotor tips of the R-22s will be less than 30 feet away from each other. The pilots demonstrate for you the wagon wheel rotation maneuver. Canopy to canopy and rotor tip to rotor tip. Each of the pilots rotates around each other's, stops, and then rotates 1/4 to face you here, the audience of the 1996 Torrance